So one of the things is you get to know your exiles, which is usually like a part of you that you exile when you were younger due to like, whether it be a big thing or a little thing, like everybody has trauma, no matter what it is. And I got to meet my sad exile. And I think what I learned, the biggest thing was that my anger was blocking me from getting to know my sadness.
It's definitely affected me a lot. I've done, like, continued to do some stuff on my own, like you check in with parts. So I also found this sad part that I will check in with. And Dorothy, who's our other director, will say this, like, it's nice, you can say kind of like, all right, you know what, I want my curiosity part to come out right now. Like, it's kind of a way to like be more in control and understand what state you're in, what part you're in. Once you start doing it, you do it all the time.
I mean, to me it sounds like it's sort of accepting every part of yourself, like embracing every part of who you are, you know, as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it's easy, because we all have.
Yeah, like doing the IFS, I started to go to an actual, like an IFS therapist outside of our rehearsals and things. So when I started going to the IFS therapist, I started kind of learning things about my parts, like you know, because you're talking to yourself, there's this assumption of what it's gonna be, and then what it actually is something totally different. Because I found that as I was talking to different parts, like my self-critic part looks nothing like me. It looks like one of my exes. Like, I have different parts that looks like different people in my life, or different like things that have affected me, and it would bring me back to memories that, like, things that I didn't even know bothered me until I went back and looked at it, and then I was like, oh my God, like, this affected me way more than I thought it did. And the fact that certain parts, they don't look like you. Some of them look like, if you're a girl, some of them look like males, some of them, they all look different. You have no idea what's gonna come up. Sometimes they look like tattered and old and dragged, like my bag lady when we did our IFS, like how Laisha was dressed with the big drapes over her and everything like that. It looked like that. It looked like a really old lady that was just dragging all this stuff along, and she was so tired. And I remember crying during an IFS thing because she asked me if I was tired during like our parts thing, and I was like, I'm exhausted. And I did not know how emotionally exhausted I was until we had this discussion. It was crazy.
For me, I think, like, I guess the easiest one to talk about is like when I talking about my anger on stage. When I first saw the video, the first thing I go to, I'm like, dang, my teeth is messed up. So I'm like, yo, you shouldn't be mad like that because you don't look too great like that. So now, like, I don't know, like, it kind of calmed me down, like, because I don't like how I am when I'm angry anyway. Like, I don't like being that way, and like all that stuff really happens. So like when I'm feeling like I'm about to be angry, like I'll like step back, and then Tiana tell you, or like Laisha tell you, like I'll be like super sarcastic instead. Like I'll be like, yo, chill out, why are you mad for? And then they'd be like, yo, and then it'd be like all of a sudden they're laughing, and I'm like, I'd rather that be the outcome than me like storming out the room and being mad, or like, you know, us being, or me being at someone's throat, or someone being at my throat because I'm angry about something else. Like, because half of the time what I'm angry about has nothing to do with anyone around me. So I think being able to go talk to that part in particular, and then starting to notice what it possibly looks like, is like, you know, I think that's powerful for me.
Sorry, I'm sick. But before we started going into this IFS stuff, I had a lot of feeling of like numbness, and like I felt like I couldn't enjoy anything and stuff like that. And I didn't understand why. And then we started doing the IFS stuff, and it started going away. So because I started talking to my parts and stuff like that, and so I don't think I felt it since we kind of started the process. And yeah, it brings you a long way if you really get in touch with your inner self.